What's up, everybody? I'm SS Multiverse, and today we're talking about Goku vs. Hit, Round 2, Episode 72. So, I hope you guys are as hyped as I am for this fight. We have Goku versus Hit, the official rematch, Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc, the rematch of that fight. But now Hit is coming at Goku with all of his killing moves, his moves he could not use in the tournament because of the rules. So as you know, in episode 72, Goku's going to be resuscitated by the shot he fired into the air. It's going to come back down and jumpstart him back into the fight. And he's going to challenge Hit to a rematch. And I think the way this fight is going to go down is that I think Goku is still stronger and faster than Hit. So what I mean by that is if Hit had absolutely no moves at all, I think Goku would win. But since he has access to his time skip as well as a bunch of new moves, I think that's what kind of evens it out. And as you see in the preview, it looks like at least it's going to be close. I mean, it looks like Goku's on the losing end of a lot of hits, but it looks like the fight's going to at least be relatively even, with Hit maybe having a slight advantage. Now, I want to briefly go over all of Hit's techniques, starting with time skip, the one that we've seen before. Now, this one, he said he keeps increasing. A lot of people say it's 0.5 seconds, but as you remember when Goku used Kaioken times 10 on him, he said he further increased it, so we don't even know what it's at yet. And Hit made it sound like it wasn't going to work on Goku, but I don't understand that unless Goku uses Kaioken, because it was working pretty well on him, even at 0.5, and he said he improved it even further than that. Maybe he means that his new techniques that Goku haven't seen would have a greater effect on Goku because he's never seen them before, and how can you counter something if you don't even know anything about it? I think he could still get away with using time skip, but I have a feeling, knowing Super, that for some reason it's not going to do anything anymore. Now, we also see this new move where he glows purple and Goku kicks him. It just goes right through him. I'm going to call it the purple dimension technique, but it doesn't really have an official name, and I doubt that's going to be the official name. But what I think is going on is I think this is an illusion. I don't think he's actually attacking Hit. It just looks like he is. I think this has to do with his time manipulation and maybe possibly speed adders as well. I think this has to do with time manipulation where he's attacking kind of a still frame of Hit that's still there, but he's not actually there. And that kind of explains why when Goku fought him briefly in episode 71, how he kept like appearing in front of Goku, like Goku was like, you know, whoa, I thought he was over there, but now he's here. So I think that technique is just an illusion to kind of throw the opponents off, kind of like an after image, you could say. But I think Goku's actually going to figure this one out. It doesn't look like it's going to be one that is going to be like the impossible technique to figure out. I also want to know what would happen if you just don't attack him when he's like that. If you just like back up, for example. Because obviously going out and throwing up kicks and punches right at him wasn't doing much. But I wonder what would happen if you backed up and shot some ki blast. I don't think it would work. I think anything you throw at him would go through him because it's an illusion. Now, this next technique is the killing strike, and this is the one that quote-unquote killed Goku, or at least put him in a state in which he had to be resuscitated. And that's the one where it looks like he's going to throw a punch from about 20 feet away, but then he kind of just throws this unknown force, and it looks like it grabs the person's heart or internal organs. It just destroys them, and it just instantly KO'd Goku. It definitely didn't like vaporize his heart or anything. I think it just made it stop beating. But this is going to be the technique that Goku's got to figure out, or he's got no chance. And we really don't know much about this technique, but I actually do think he's shooting some type of energy. I don't think he's actually just like punching him. I think he's throwing something out and it's just hitting the opponent. And it has a high piercing attack. It's like it can really get through your armor and your defenses. I think that's what it more is than anything else. The last technique about Hit I'm going to talk about is the time manipulation. I call them time manipulation purple squares. You see in the, obviously it's not the official name, that's why it sounds kind of goofy, but it's just how I see it. That's when he charged Goku in the preview for episode 72, like where purple squares just flew at Goku. I think this is once again another time manipulation technique where I think it's going to increase his speed When I say increase his speed, I don't mean like actually move faster, but relative to the opponent because of time. And I think it's going to be similar to the time skip, but I think it's going to be harder to counter. And I think it's going to allow him to move in more directions than just like his time skip. Like Goku was kind of picking up on it and even reading it where he was going to throw the hits. I think this one's going to be more spontaneous where he is. It's going to allow him to move more freely around Goku and catch him off guard more easily. So with Goku having the advantage in strength and speed, and Hit having the advantage with all his techniques, I actually still do believe that Hit is going to take this fight. I think Goku's going to be in the losing end. And I don't know if Hit's going to actually beat Goku, like to the point where he can't get up, but I definitely think Goku's going to be just torn apart by the end of the fight. Maybe still standing, but defeated nonetheless. And then Beerus is going to show up. That's how I actually think this fight is going to go down. So I'll give round 2 to Hit. That's my prediction. I believe they're both going to be standing at the end of the fight, but Goku's going to be taking a lot more damage than Hit. Although I think Goku's going to get some hits in because I think he's stronger than faster still. But with all the techniques that Hit has, I think he's going to win this fight. Anyways, guys, let me know what your interpretation of all of Hit's techniques are in the preview. What name would you give him? What do they do? Like, what does the purple squares do? Or the one where he's glowing purple? What do all his techniques have? What's the function of all these techniques? How do you think he's going to fare against Goku in round 2? Who you think is going to win or take more damage by the end of the fight? Let me know in the comments. And like always, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next video.